That was quick.
I was gonna
It was
say.
really fast. It's like we never left your room or your house
You guys didn't
or
even
your
get up.
workplace.
You guys didn't even get up.
No,
No.
not at all.
Actually, I'm quite comfortable with
Same
my
here.
butt on this sofa.
I'm quite comfortable too.
Yeah,
You guys
at
should-
least a little bit of heating up would be nice.
You guys should cheers with those beautiful wedding
Yes.
chimes
I
cups.
can't cheer. I'm on empty.
What?
You're done?
You
I'm
need
done.
more.
I still have more of mine.
Okay, here, wait. There's more.
I know I'm on empty because I drank as we were talking. I needed to quench my palate.
I was sipping on it. I was just sipping.
Look at this.
Refill.
Look, this is-
I still have a lot. I'm just drinking it as we go. Are you okay?
I got issues looking
I've
at
got
that.
personal injuries this evening.
How is that drink? It's good, no? Mm-hmm. So did you cheers? Did you chin chin? What is happening here?
I don't know, man. I think we were sisters in another life. This
I was gonna say in the past life.
it was pretty scary. We think alike.
I was gonna say cheers. Can't breathe.
There's I don't know, I should just leave and let this go on.
It's because we do things. We say that too. We say things at the same time.
You do things at the same time
That
too?
too.
Really? All right. How do you guys like this apple juice anyway?
The apple juice is good. It does taste like apple juice. Like
If you chill it and put a stick inside and chill it, you will have a cider sickle.
Is it bad if I put like a whole bottle of
Tequila.
tequila in there?
tequila. No, you don't need not need tequila.
So how are you chimers?
We've chimed
We're good.
once before,
Time
and
to
now we're
chime.
chiming again. We need a bell.
Ding, ding, ding. Wedding chimes.
Steph, give me a bottle. I'm kidding.
What is happening here? What
I
the,
don't know.
how did I become the scapegoat to go and get all the drinks and
Because
stuff?
of all the personal injury things
Yes.
that are happening to you.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's like, no.
Moving on. Let's keep this podcast under control. Fresh.
And
So,
exciting.
back to wedding planning.
Yes.
Yes.
More importantly.
Of course.
So Val, tell us.
Yes.
People
What are
getting
we-
married.
What are we talking about?
So we're gonna be talking about how to stay sane during wedding planning.
Well, I have
Podcast
to leave
over.
this podcast. It's not going to happen.
But
I have to admit I'm a bit insane. Okay, go on.
but yeah, so how to stay sane and not like burn out during planning your wedding.
I'm already burnt.
Yeah, we know. What?
Because wedding planning, as you know, can be very stressful and overwhelming. You know, with all the episodes we talked about leading up to this one, it's a lot that happens within a span of a year. If you think about it, you need your venue first, you know, and what I find influences to burnout is social media, actually.
Yes.
That's
I
a
can
big
agree.
one that I even notice as a planner. It's like, you need a checklist, you need a timeline, you need
You
your
need a
venue.
wedding planner.
You need a wedding planner. You need everything.
Yeah.
And it's like you just get engaged, and you're like, oh my gosh, like
Already?
I just got the ring, and now I have to pick a date.
No, but everybody asks, so when's the date?
Yeah.
When's the date?
And
You're
that's
getting married?
that's a lot too. It's like you
Yeah.
just got the ring on your finger. It's like just chill a bit.
Run.
Let me just like take it in.
Experience
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And I-
Live it a bit.
Just enjoy a bit of your, just newly engaged life. And even as a planner, I'm very big on timelines, organizations, all that stuff. But what I always tell my couples during planning is take the time to enjoy this because you can't get back. Like, you can't take this time back when you're planning it, all the excitement, Once you're married, it's a whole other different,
You're putting it very
Yeah.
mildly.
it's all differently in a good way, But definitely, I'd say
Let's preface this by saying it's your first year of marriage.
no, it's been only a few months.
3 months.
6
Yeah,
months.
you're
No,
in-
May. She got married in May.
Yeah,
I know. She's in her first year of marriage.
almost getting to my
we
first
did
year.
20 times that. So
But are you okay?
I just hit my.
You're gonna end up with a bruise.
Oh my god!
You know those rolling hills you see going up?
See what happens when I talk about marriage? Look what happens.
No, but you know the rolling hills in the first year, and you feel the wind and the
Yeah,
leaves.
and then boom,
Then you're standing there, you're like, I want to fucking push right off this.
bye.
I'm sorry, honey, you said you wanted to fly? I'll give you a one-way ticket. Free
Free of charge.
Free of charge. It'll be painless, because once you hit the floor, you're out.
If I knew then what I know now, I would do the burnout in the planning stages. I can't do it. I'm burnt out.
That's when you have your destination. You're like, okay,
Sorry,
we'll leave
sorry.
now.
Let's get back on track,
Yes,
please.
more
wedding.
importantly,
More
it's a
importantly,
wedding. Happy,
Chime.
happy, happy,
Times.
happy.
let us not burn out.
But I always tell couples, like I was saying, enjoy it as much as you can, and you know, if it getting overwhelmed, take a break. It's okay to take a break. Like you don't have to plan your whole wedding in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like that's not normal. That's not
Rushed.
okay.
It's rushed.
And it doesn't feel that, like for me, you know, I've seen it all a lot at this point, you know, in my career, but I'd say take the time to pick the venue. Don't rush it. You know, take the time to actually look at the floor. So because it's time that they Steph's face.
Sorry.
It's because he was injured 3 times. He's seeing double.
He's saying triple of us. But
I had a long day.
but I do want to say, like, take the time, because these vendors are taking the time to help you. So, you know, take the time to see what they have to offer. Like,
Yeah.
take it all in. You don't have to make a decision tomorrow about your florist. You know, yes, look at what they have to offer, look at a few other options, but take the time so you don't feel burnt out at the end. And at the end of the wedding, you say, I actually enjoyed it. Or, you know what, it wasn't too bad as I thought it would. Take the time, hire a planner, you know, that's they were there for, to help, you know, you from the beginning. You know, and that's the best part, to help from the get-go, because my job as a planner is to help you not be stressed.
You know what I find one of the biggest stressors is your guests, who to invite.
Yeah,
how many.
that's a big one.
That
Yeah.
one I find is
That's
a
overwhelming.
stressor, because it's like you're right. Then you're choosing the meal.
Yep.
Who doesn't like fish?
wants to sit
doesn't
where?
want the rapinis? Who are you gonna put together?
It's true, yeah.
It's
The rapini.
We're trying to do a wedding podcast and a
no,
very.
but we're bringing to light
No, no.
certain
Yeah, we
issues
are.
that the people
no,
are like,
but-
you know.
We're trying to do a wedding podcast, very generalized. And Lisa pops out with the rapinis just to pull out the
I
entire.
like the rapinis, but some
go wrong
people
with
don't.
rapinis. I love
You know, half the people watching this podcast have no clue
What
what,
a
rapini
rapini
is.
Look it up.
Google.
It is delicious, but it's funny.
You can't go wrong with
No, but
rapini.
but the whole premise is, I find the whole
Who sits
anxiety.
where?
Yeah.
What table?
Yeah. Who's sitting
And who
where?
to invite.
Yeah, this one, your Nonna Marie doesn't like your Zia
Oh my God,
Celestine, and
stop.
you know the son didn't go to her wedding. Now she has to, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Don't
always,
don't put
yeah,
me with her.
Two different ends
you
of the
know?
room. You can't sit next to
She's
this
the
one.
village,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? So you have it
He's
all.
the village, whatever.
It's no, but you have those things, right?
Yeah, those old Italian people that say, you know, that one, she was the village
those are
whore
the
back
people.
in. Her aunt was the one who was sleeping with the other guy. It was my uncle's friend.
Yeah, but then to put
It's
these people
overwhelming.
together, it's overwhelming.
No matter
you know?
what your family dynamics, there'll always be. No matter what you do, there'll always
There's
be
always a
something
critic.
happen. No matter what you do, no matter what you plan, no matter what food you pick, no matter the venue, there'll always be someone that's not happy. And I witnessed it at weddings that I've planned.
Yes,
There'll
true.
always be someone.
It's true.
And I'm even sure at my wedding, I'm pretty sure of it. I didn't notice because I was enjoying.
In your moment.
Busy getting married.
I was
Yeah.
busy getting. But no matter what you do, someone won't be happy. That's just the reality.
And that's a
okay.
stressor.
Yeah.
That can be a stressor for the couple.
Yeah, it's
Not
a
at all.
lot, and
Not at all.
For some couples.
not for
Not give a
not,
shit.
some people.
not for everyone, but
Yeah.
some people take it a bit more personal.
Yes, of course.
And some get stressed, you know, of the food choice, what to pick. You know, I
Yeah.
want to make sure we have enough food.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we have everything. But at the end of the day, I say keep it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself. If you want chicken, have chicken.
Yeah.
If you don't want chicken, and if you don't want to have fish, don't have fish. If you want beef, have beef. If
Yeah.
you want it's your people that are coming to your wedding said yes to be there for you.
Yeah.
The food is a bonus.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it like that.
I like that bonus
You know,
because I like the
because at the end of the day, no matter what you pick as food, people will remember either the music, the food, or it depends what. Okay, if you invite someone, they'll remember the ambiance, the food. They'll remember everything as a whole.
Yeah.
You know, and at the end of the day, they're there for you to see you get married.
Yeah.
So if they're not happy, then don't pick the chicken. Pick the fish.
Yep.
Pick the beef. No one's forcing you to pick this menu.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's how I see it. Don't overlook it. You know, keep it simple. Keep it, you know, to the point. But at the end of the day, I say do what's best for you. Because if you get everything in your head saying, oh, they're not gonna like the food menu, forget it. It's your day.
That's the thing. You become
you
so
become so
engrossed
work-
into what other people will think.
Or oh, should we have this type of bar, or should we have that? It's your day. You know, if someone's coming to celebrate you, not to celebrate the food. If they wanted food, they'd go to a restaurant. That's simple.
That's true.
I have to tell
100%.
that to people, to my couples many times. I have to tell them saying, look, if you want this menu option, menu B, go with B.
Yeah.
If someone's not happy, well, don't come to the wedding at that point.
Yeah.
I think the
It's
stress
really that-
is more if one wants menu A and the other one wants menu B.
Typically, to be honest with you, what I witness is when it comes to couples, they're
The woman's always right.
not
I know.
only not only that, but I find I could be wrong, but they're always on the same page when it comes to food. Because from the beginning, from the get go, when I meet them, for meetings, some of my past clients, they always like the same food cuisine, or they're okay with compromises.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
I'm like, this is great. They already agreed on certain things, so at the end, the planning goes smoothly. You don't feel burnt out.
Yeah.
And the majority of the couples that I worked with, past clients, they always went for a certain style, or okay, you know what, you want this, I'll get the dessert I want, or you know what, you want that, we'll get the bar I want. So they always compromise, which I think is great,
Yeah. No, it's very good.
and it's less stressful too. If you're already compromising before you already
Married.
before you invite everyone and you're already on a similar page, then it's easier because
Yeah.
you're not stressed out saying, oh well, my significant other wants this but I don't want it. Yes, there'll be some disagreements, but don't let that get to you, and it's easy for me to say now, but just trust me, I've seen many couples, at the end of the day, I'm very fortunate. All my past clients agreed on certain things, they're on the same page, which is good.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing too, I have to say, to avoid stress, talk about the wedding, or schedule
Kill me.
time, schedule time for it. Like, let's say every Sunday, trust me, it helps.
That
No,
just
or
made me,
you're looking at the veterans.
that just made me go on the burnout. I have to even talk about it now. It's fucking
But
it's 6 months I've been hearing only the fucking wedding. Now I gotta talk about it.
But trust me, it's worth it at the end. Because if you have a routine saying, okay, every Sunday we talk about the wedding for an hour,
Oh shit.
like an hour, okay, if you do that, it's
Before or after sex? Because
After.
you know what, do it before. Because after, I don't know if it's gonna happen.
But trust me, it's worth it at the end, because
Of course.
at the end, in all seriousness, it's worth it because not only it helps everything, it helps overall the planning,
Yeah.
And if okay, every Sunday we talk about the wedding, you're ready, and it just makes it easier. Because at the end of the day, you don't want so much like at the end to do. Like you
Yeah,
don't want
that's
to
true.
rush. Like after the invites are sent and you pick this, there's like other little details like, oh, again, where everyone's gonna sit, the tables, seating
Yeah.
chart, Not only that, but what are the favorites and bomboniers? Like that's the little stuff I keep usually towards the end. Like when we're pretty much halfway done the planning, I'm like, okay, we're doing thank you gifts. And most of the couples I worked with, they have an idea, oh, we want this, or we want that, or we want this, which is good. You have ideas. That's important to prevent burnout,
Yeah.
And if I ever see my clients feeling overwhelmed, I let them have a break. I'm like, look, I'll do my thing, but this week take it off.
Yeah.
Or just take as much time you need off to feel back. I could see it. Like if you feel overwhelmed or something's off, I'm like, okay, you know what? Just take the time you need. I'm gonna still do my thing, but
Yeah.
when you're ready, we'll talk and we'll go from there. Because it is overwhelming because life gets in the way, things happen. Maybe someone's not coming anymore. Maybe something happened. Maybe who knows, right? So that's why I feel
Yeah,
like
that's true.
it's important to know your limits too. If you feel overwhelmed and you're like, hey, I can't do this right now. I have school, I have work, I have this. Don't do it. Your wedding will still happen. It's
Yeah.
still gonna happen. Don't have the expectations saying, oh, no matter, just be real with yourself and just don't overdo it.
I think the
Because
biggest,
there's no fun when it happens like that.
besides all the planning and all that, I mean, let's be honest. The elephant in the room is budget.
Yeah,
And-
that's very
and
true. Yeah,
I think
it's
that to
budget,
me,
yeah.
that's the, and sometimes it's like.
It's the budget. That's the big
It's
one.
the budget because you're spending
yeah.
a fucking lot of money.
fortune.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
starting off your
Yeah.
wedding by spending your life
Your life
together,
together. Yeah,
by
forget
spending a lot of money, and most will overspend.
yeah.
Most will
That's the sad
overspend.
part,
That's
too.
and
And
like
it's because of social media
Yeah.
expectations, and it gets I have played with certain, like I have done some weddings where they literally just said I'm doing this for me
good.
and
Yeah.
I don't care, I'm not renting cars.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong
There's
with that.
nothing wrong
at
with that.
all.
And speaking about budget, I always tell my clients, like I have a questionnaire for them, like for new clients. I'm like, what do you want the most? Do you prefer to have good food? Do you want to splurge on like better options for meals? Like, do you want a bigger buffet for the cocktail hour? Do you want better drinks? Do you want the music? Like, what do you value the most? Or you're like a bit everywhere, like a bit, or do you prefer to allocate X amount of the budget for, let's say, decor? or better food or better music? Do you want a live band? Do you want, and most of the time,
It's yes.
most of the time, people say, oh, I want this option more because they have this. Or I want both food and music, everything else, whatever happens, happens, you know? And that's okay. So again, budget plays a big key because no matter what your budget is, you could do something with every budget.
Of course.
And based on our last podcast, which was about venues, a lot of that can be solved
with a venue.
Well, because venues vary in price, and it's a big chunk of.
Yeah, it's the biggest expense. It's your venue. Yeah.
So
the biggest one basically.
If the venue is what you're planning, then you would have to cut everything else.
Yeah.
Right. If your heart is dead set on a type of wedding,
you have to allocate. Let's say if you're like, oh, I want my venue here and here. Yeah. Well, the majority of your budget will be spent at the venue.
Yeah. And then the rest you're gonna have to, not have to, but depending on how
you have to allocate your budget. Compromise. Yeah.
But you can also have. I don't want to say everything you want. Like if you want a good bar and a good band, let's say, you want to splurge on that, and you want to have a photo booth, you don't have to cut that, and you could just solve that with a different venue. Like you can downsize a little bit,
or guest list cut.
Or go to another venue.
And then have there's ways around.
There's ways around. You could save. You could literally save $40,000-$50,000 easily on just changing the venue.
Yeah. And not only that, but let's say if you're like, hey, instead of hiring a lot of vendors, you hire one that does, like, let's say there's a DJ or a band. Some have a photo booth or photographer has a photo booth that they have to add on,
Absolutely,
or you get one and get everything from one rental company.
Yeah.
Instead of having 2 delivery fees, just have one back and forth.
That makes
our
sense.
business. I mean, our company that I work with Soul Station. I mean, we have. We have the band.
Yeah.
We also have a DJ that's in house.
So everything's
we
included.
have anything that has to do with entertainment. We can have the sax show. We can have the string for the ceremony. It's all different packages.
So that's what I'm saying. Is
you save.
You save instead of having a DJ and a band, it's all in one.
It's all in one, or it doesn't have to be. But if you're gonna hire the string trio. So if you want to have both, well, with us you have the band. Once you have the band, you pay the bulk of getting us there.
Yeah.
So now to have the string trio, if you're going to hire another string trio, you're going to save money by hiring ours. You're going to save,
if you want the DJ with you and everything is better at the end.
If our DJ is going to cost you, I don't know the exact prices, but let's say our DJ is going to cost you $500, let's say, to add the DJ onto us. Because you're already there. We're there. Yeah. So the DJ comes and it's maybe $500-$600. Yeah. If you're gonna go hire another DJ, he's gonna charge you $2,500.
Yeah.
Right?
Depends.
And the same thing with the cocktail musicians.
Yeah.
We're already there, so we can do a trio and it'll cost you a couple $100.
Yeah.
Pay a little bit more for the set.
And I find when talking to clients, they don't realize that you could do it all with one
group of people.
One and don't get me wrong, some DJs don't have a band with them. It depends the logistics. But let's say hypothetically, if you want a certain DJ, go with the one you like. Don't be don't feel that you have to go with a group. If you like
of course.
If you like a specific band or DJ, go with the one that speaks to you. But overall in general, it'll save you money if you go with, let's say, rentals. You go with one that has it all, or a florist that does ceremony decor, reception, and it saves you a bit. So everywhere it's a bit, and the less burnout you'll have because you don't have to worry about paying many vendors.
Yeah, that's right.
You keep it to a minimum. Say, you know what, I'll go with this florist, this band, and with the DJ included already, that saves me a lot. So then you could focus maybe on that bar you wanted, or a photo booth. If your photographer offers photo booth option, why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They might have video photography and the booth, all of that.
So that's what I'm saying. Look at everything. Don't feel like, oh, I have to have everyone separate. No, you could bundle up, photo booth, video, and photographer. The same company, they'll do it all. Yeah. You pay maybe a bit more, but you're not paying someone else physically to come to your wedding.
Yeah, because they're displacing, setting up,
and if you work with the same company, they know each other. They work with each other many times. It's no surprise. They work with each other how many weddings,
Yeah.
And that's how I see it. At the end of the day, one thing to not be burnt out is to know who you're paying, how many vendors you're hiring. Do you really need that vendor? Do you really need someone, or is it just a want?
Yeah.
Well, another way of saving is you ask your planner.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, as a vendor myself, if I'm on Val's list, let's say,
Yes.
no, but it's true. She's a planner.
She knows.
She's gonna get a better price because Val gives me 5, 6, 7 weddings a year.
Yeah.
No, but it's true.
Yeah, it's
true.
true.
The
It's very
planner
true.
calls
Yeah.
me. I'm giving her a little bit of a better. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not going to be.
Exorbitant, but-
we can't. We can't not charge
It'll be
$2,000
better than
less.
going alone.
But it's a couple $100 off because shit. If I make this planner happy and she tells
You're
Everyone
gonna be
else, yeah.
referred.
the
You're gonna be
30 the
referred.
30 brides that she talks to a year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
if the planner hires the photographer that she works with a lot,
Yeah.
and you save $200-$300 off each one, that's
that's
$1,000,
a-
$2,000 after.
Referrals,
Work.
referrals at the end of the day, and not only that, but anyone that I worked with, vendor lists, I know how to treat my client. I know if they could do the job, do they do that style, how do they work normally. So at the end of the day, it pays to have a planner because not only will I try to save you money, depends situation, I try to save money, but also management too, like
But
budget
you
wise.
also know
yeah.
who's
Yeah, but-
worth it
yeah.
and who's not.
Yeah.
Oh, I could
You-
tell you
yeah.
right now who's worth it and who's I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe not, you
Yeah.
know?
Sometimes there could be a more expensive option, which
Yeah.
sometimes they think is better.
But that's
But you know
another
what? When
issue.
you overpay, like I've been to Moisha's, which is an amazing steakhouse, and the
Yes,
steak is
I've heard
amazing.
of it.
It's amazing, but at the price I paid,
it could,
it
yeah.
didn't.
Your
blow
expectation.
My
Yes.
expectation at that
That's-
price.
yeah.
Is it better than
You
the
were-
keg? Yes.
Yeah.
But I'd rather go to the keg because you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend
Yeah.
$100 and have a
Yeah.
really good steak there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend
It's true.
300 and it's not that much better.
At that point.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
And that's the thing with wedding vendors too. Like, is it worth, example, going with, I don't know, a photo booth like this if you could go with your photographer that's just as good?
Yeah.
You know, like unless you tell me, Val, I really, really want this photo booth because it's like this. Fine, if you're okay with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You
But-
have specific things
Yeah.
that.
But
yeah.
at the end of the day, let's say the DJ or the band that brings a photo booth with them, it does the same thing. You get, but everyone's so different. You can't compare. But I always recommend to my clients going with like bundling up if you can, if you
Absolutely.
can and if you want. I
Yeah.
always recommend saying, hey, if you want this, I know this vendor has this with them or that option. So I always give my clients all the options that possibly make sense, but at the end of the day, it's their decision, and
Yeah,
and my
exactly.
job is to make it happen. So I have my vendor list. I'm like, you tell me who you want me to reach out to. So again, less burnout, less stress on your end because I'm reaching out on their behalf, my clients. So I'm like, hey, so and so, I'm reaching out my clients. These two, are you available? What's your pricing? What do you have in stock? Is example rentals. Let's say, do you have the charger place, the gold beaded charger place available for this date? Yes or no? And right off the bat, if it says yes, okay, well, how much does it cost, delivery? But if they're like, no, okay, no problem, I'll go to another one. Or would
Yeah.
you have something similar in stock? So again, it's part of my job to remove that stress from you because when you work with any planner or me, or me, I'm basically like the middle person. Like on your behalf, I reach out on your behalf.
Yeah.
So whoever you contacted before me, great, amazing. But now you're working with me, I'm going to remove that stress from you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, of course you're CC'd in all the emails so you know what's happening. But I'm the one reaching out primarily to the vendors that you want me to talk
Literally,
to.
your job is to reduce the
Yeah.
stress.
That's-
Literally,
It
that's,
is.
yeah,
It is.
basically.
You're the organizer.
Yeah.
well
it is.
fucking worth it because
Yeah, my
it's a
God.
stressful day,
It's
man.
a lot.
It's-
Not only that, but let's say, for example, I don't know, don't want to pick on them, but let's say the venue. You reach out to a venue, any venue, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll get back to you. They never get back to you. And where you're like, well, I need to reserve my date. So then, because some venues, not all venues, they're, busy, overwhelmed, So let's say you're having a hard time with your venue, I'll reach out to them.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, venue, what's going on here? I'm their planner. And sometimes it works that they get a little scared. They're like, okay, there's a planner involved now. Like, and this planner is going to talk.
Yeah.
So like, if this planner
Very
isn't
true.
happy with
It's
me,
true, yeah.
they're not referring anyone ever again to me. And it did happen.
It's true.
It did
I
happen.
could see it.
I'm not naming names, but it happened
It
before
does
to
happen.
me.
Yeah.
It did
Absolutely.
happen. Some venues, they're not Montreal, but some venues, I'm like, you know what? Unfortunately, because of what happened and the stress it caused my clients, I don't recommend them anymore.
Yeah.
I
It's
can't.
true.
I can't do that. I can't do that to anyone else, But at the end of the day, my main job is to remove your stress.
Yeah.
So if you're stressing about, I don't know, again, venue, I'll help you as much as I can, realistically,
Yeah.
Because sometimes it happens, you sign the contract, everything's good, you give a deposit, and then you don't hear from them for like 6 months, even though you emailed them 20 times, you know?
Oh my God,
So that's where I come in and I do everything I can. That makes sense, you know, if it's a call, find out what's happening, did they change managers, like what's, you know, and hopefully by there, when I tell you what's going on, you're like, oh, okay, it makes sense. Like I'm now calm, I'm not alone on this.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, the feeling alone. Like when you're planning a wedding, sometimes there's so much going on that you feel so overwhelmed and that no one understands what you're going through, because, you know, it's different when you're saying, oh, I'm going to be a guest at the wedding versus the bride and groom actually planning it, right?
Yeah.
It's two different things. So not everyone understands what you're going through. They could say, yeah, I get it. We were there once upon a time ago, but things change in the last 30 years, you know, or 20 years. Even 5 years, things change.
Yep.
You know, the wedding industry is always changing.
Yep.
So that's why it's always important to have someone by your side and a good support system. And if that person isn't supporting you, kick them out.
Don't
say,
support them.
No, don't even bother. But that's one thing when it comes to wedding planning. It could be a lot.
Yeah.
It could be very overwhelming, and I could see it. You know, it's a lot happening. It's a lot emotionally, a lot, you know, financially. You know, it's a lot of things happening in a year, let's say.
And that's a short amount of time, and it passes fast.
Yeah, before you know it, we're going to be December, and then January, and then you know that's just how it is. So that's why I always tell the couples, enjoy the time now, enjoy this happy time. Try not to let it eat up so much of your time together.
Do you suggest like massages and stuff, like couples?
I never had to, but I recommend getting out of like the planning mode sometimes. Like it's important. Like self-care, you know, it's very important if it's going to a spa, getting your nails done, you know, it's important.
But you got to think budget, right?
Yeah,
so
budget-wise.
Do we save on that and keep our
I would put
health?
it into the honeymoon.
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
Or just plan a bigger honeymoon. You know,
Okay,
if at that
Have
point,
you seen the price of travel?
Bora with the little fishies.
Bora with the fishies and
we're
the
back with the
$20,000 fucking price tag.
we're back with the fishies. They're back.
They're back when you're on the toilet. You're like, oh, look at Flounder.
Or Nemo.
What the
And
hell?
Nemo.
When you're on the toilet.
Yeah, because have you ever seen couples retreat? They had the little in the
know what
floor
you're
when you're
talking
it's like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
I know
about.
what you're talking
Of course
about.
you
Yeah,
know.
I know what you're talking about. I know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah, and
Oh, man.
you're sitting down and there's like little
Fishies,
fishies in
you're
the
like,
ground.
"Ah."
Yeah.
But besides that, I
Last
definitely say,
bottom.
besides that, it is important. Like, if you need a break, to go take one. Because then it's not fair. Because then you're so overwhelmed planning everything that you just become a broken record. Like, oh, wait, I need this or I need that. Or, oh, this, I forgot that.
Yeah.
In reality, you did it. You just don't realize you did it because you're too overwhelmed.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect
And
sense.
it's not fair. You deserve a break. It's important you get a break. But at the same time, don't, you know, yes, it's important to take a break but don't forget when you get back from break, okay, we're here, let's finish this. Or task, use Google Calendar, Google Reminder, you know, set a reminder on your phone saying, today we have to book the DJ or sign contract for DJ, or you know what, we put down this deposit for whatever, you know, whoever. So keep track of that, and, you know, with a planner, you'll be fine.
Perfect.
Like keep track, you know, be organized as much as you can. If you have a planner, if you prefer to write it down, or even work with your planner to find like a teamwork. It's like, okay, Val, can you, like, it's called Aisle Planner. It's an online site, like collaborative space. So you could put reminders for yourself there, and I see them. So I get it.
Nice.
So I get a notification when you put something there. So I see, okay, you said Friday you have to pay this one. Okay, I could remind you, if anything, saying, hey, don't forget Friday is coming up.
Yeah.
Don't forget to pay so and so.
Yeah.
So I'm there too for that too. Like I use that tool, Aisle Planner, because I find it works best. But you can use anything you want. If it's Google Drive, Calendar, Apple, whatever platform you use it to your advantage. It's free. Most of the time, everything's free.
That's fantastic.
So use it.
That's the one thing that's free.
So
out of
use
the whole
it.
thing.
I say use it, and you know, at the end of the day, just don't feel like, you know, the goal is not to feel overwhelmed. I think that's the best
the most
thing
important
to say.
thing, of course.
Do everything you can. If you need a break, take it. Don't feel bad. You're only human.
Yeah.
And you only get to do this once. So take advantage.
Hopefully.
That's
the goal.
Hopefully once. You know, you get to do it once, and that's it. That's all.
Well, I did it twice. So.
There's the exception. But besides that,
Exception to every rule.
so besides that, once or twice, whatever it is, just take it all in.
Liz Taylor did it 6, just saying.
Yeah, there we go.
J-Lo's on a roll.
She's
Oh my
almost at
God.
Liz Taylor. Yeah, she's
I was
5.
gonna say.
J-Lo is 5 or 6.
I think 5. I think it was with Mark Anthony. Then who was?
She should have
She
stayed
did
with
a
Mark
couple of
Anthony.
guys twice.
Ben
Affleck.
Ben was twice. No, she was engaged to him. They broke up, and then she got married to him.
She was with Diddy. Well, we know that one.
Okay,
She
well
was with
that's
Diddy?
Yeah.
didn't get married.
No,
okay.
the relationship.
Okay, so married. I mean, with Mark Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diddy.
Not that I care.
Yeah.
Anyways, forget
And
about
Mark Anthony was the longest, and there was that other guy there. What's his
Ben.
name?
No, the baseball player.
No,
A-Rod.
Yeah, yeah, whatever his name
She
was.
got married to him.
Yeah, and then there was another one.
I forget,
She's,
but there's a lot.
She's Jenny from the block.
Yeah,
She owned the whole block.
Jenny around the block.
Jenny around. I mean,
Different
hey,
area codes.
So
Anyway.
Val,
yes,
do you have a song for us?
I do. So
Are you gonna sing it?
No, I'm not singing anything. So it's called Flightless Bird, and it's from the movie Twilight. And who's the singer?
I will tell you who the singer
'Cause
is.
I
and
can
I'm gonna
never-
tell you
yeah.
why. Because I did look it up,
Okay,
and
it's in Twilight. It's like the last scene in the prom. If you know Twilight, if you watched it, it's like the last scene, and they're dancing together, and that's the song playing
by Iron and Wine.
by Iron and Wine. There we go.
Gotcha.
It's
Not
a good
J-Lo?
one. No, not J-Lo. It's a good one.
It's a nice tune, yeah. Slow.
It's interesting.
Romantic.
It is very
But the thing is, it makes sense for the movie. Like
Yes.
if you know what I mean, it just makes sense in that scene.
Yeah.
In Twilight,
But it is very romantic.
it is. It is. If
Like you
listen-
watch it and you're like,
yeah, basically like.
yeah, that's
I was
it.
gonna choose something from Vampire Diaries
I
again, and I'm
knew
like,
that was
nah,
gonna come.
I can't do that to them again. It's been too long. I can't do that.
We cannot neglect you.
I can't do Vampire Diaries. Maybe next episode I'm gonna pick something. I'm looking through all the Vampire Diaries songs. I'm like, next. What's next on the list?
How about
I'm just saying.
Val's thought of the day?
So, the thought of the day is, well, when it comes to your vendors, right? Make sure they're being honest with you and like not hiding things from you from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because why I say this is cautionary tale. You know, I witnessed things, I heard things, I've seen things. So if you get a gut feeling from any vendor, anyone, just listen to your gut feeling. That's how I want to say it, phrase it. Because sometimes, you know, vendors, any vendor, just generalizing here, they say things because they want a sale.
Yeah.
They'll say anything pretty much. They'll promise you the moon and the stars and the universe. But the thing is, will they actually deliver what you want?
Yeah.
So before you sign anything and give a deposit of any sort, make sure you're okay with them. Make sure you're like, this is who I want to work with. I'm okay with it. And that's it.
Makes sense.
Keep it simple, because I heard and I've seen things.
Kiss. Keep it simple,
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah. Basically,
Right?
just keep it
That's the golden rule.
Keep it simple, because if your gut is telling you something, or you're like,
Yeah.
on the fence, it's not the right pick for you. Don't. There's many other vendors out there. There's many types of vendors in the one you're looking for. Just because it's the first one you talk to or the second doesn't mean you have to go with them. Look at all your options. Go with your gut. If you're like, hey, this is the right one for us, great, go with them. I'm not going to stop you. But if I heard something about a vendor, or I'm like, I heard things about this vendor you want, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I overheard this in the grapevine in the industry, or I worked with them, and I'm there to help you with that too.
Yeah.
So I again, as a wedding planner, you know, I don't gain anything if I work with the vendors, because I love working with them and they provide a good service. And I'll always be honest. That's one of my main rules. I'll be honest with you as much as I can.
Yeah.
I'll be very honest with you from the get-go. I don't sugarcoat anything. Because it's one day that you have to do it right, and it's my job to make sure it happens and it's done the right way. So if I tell you so-and-so vendor, or I heard something, or one of my other vendor friends said, hey, be careful if you work with so-and-so, I will tell my clients.
Perfect.
I'll always be honest with you.
That's good.
My clients, all the time.
Lisa, do you have a thought of the thought?
I do.
A thought of the thought of the thought.
Which is?
I do. Reviews.
Yes.
Read reviews.
Read them, yeah.
Investigate these vendors
Yeah.
that want to give
Reviews
you.
is a big one.
The sun, the moon, the stars.
Yeah.
Because normally, if it's too good to be true, it usually is.
Yeah. Read the reviews. Some, read them. Yep, that's true.
Yeah,
Read them
online,
all. Yeah.
word of mouth.
Or word of mouth. If someone's saying, hey, I heard great
Word
things.
of mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if someone's happy, they'll tell you something happy. But if someone's pissed off at someone, they're not holding back.
You need to know both.
Yeah, you
right?
have, and then you take you go with what you want to do, but at least you know pros and cons.
Yeah.
So if you say someone, hey, so and so, this vendor or whatever was the best, and then someone says, well, they're the worst. You're like, well, why are they the worst? Is it just a person, or did
Exactly,
they
like what
actually
happened?
do something very concerning?
Yeah.
So I say read reviews. Mind you, reviews are great, but some could be bots.
Yeah.
Or some could be bot reviews, meaning they're paying someone to write reviews. So be very careful with reviews. But again, be careful, be wary, read.
Yeah.
And also one thing too for vendors, I always say how often do they post on social media? Do they have an up-to-date website with their recent work? When's the last time they posted something? Because
Yeah, it's
with today's technology, every vendor should have a website. Even if it's something basic, it doesn't have to be moon and the stars. Just a basic website. Is it up to date?
Yeah.
Or does it make sense? Because if they don't have a website and just a phone number,
Yeah.
that's concerning. Because it's true, you need to see their work. How do they look like? What?
You call them.
Yeah.
Hi, is this? Hang on a second and go get. Ma, get off the phone.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
So
it, you know?
it's important to look at everything, and
Yeah.
if there's any red flags, do not continue.
Yeah.
Like if they don't have a website, okay, fine. If they don't have social media to see their work, if you found the number in a phone book, be
They still have
very
those?
They do.
be very careful. So that's what I'm saying, be very cautious, because just a website itself is more than enough. Is it up to date? Just look at everything. Like just look at the bigger picture. You know.
I get a good vibe. I'm gonna go old school with the
Yeah.
thought of the thought of the thought.
Yes.
It's very important.
Yes.
The reviews are very, very good.
Yes.
I mean, in my experience, so we got one bad review.
Same here.
And
One man.
It was, but when we did the research, it was another vendor who was never right, because
Could be for you too.
it was another
true.
vendor. It was another
I never
person
dove into it, but
in the scene that put the bad review, and
That's terrible.
we found out where it
Dang.
came from.
yeah, you found the source.
Yeah, and it was
If you
like-
dig enough, you'll find.
you dig
yeah.
enough, because it's like I know every couple, not me, but the band that I play with.
Yeah.
They know every couple, like, because
You get to
meet
know them,
You get
yeah.
to know them.
Yeah.
And you do the wedding. So if there's you would expect, if there's someone that says something, you're gonna remember anything that goes wrong or
You
bad.
know, you'll
you
remember.
totally remember.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's like, well, what are they talking? That never happened.
What-
I never
yeah.
did that, or that never
or
happened.
Yeah.
or did something happen that they didn't tell you, but you would fix it. You do everything you can to
So
make
then
it right.
you start looking. But besides that, I mean, you take a quick gander. My opinion, and which is I guess the way I live, is you kind of look on social media quickly, because I also know that social media is fake as well.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
careful of that too. Yeah,
it
I agree.
shows, in the musician world, I know so many amazing artists in social media,
Yeah.
and then you actually play with them once, and they're like, you're good
Music
on camera,
is a
but
bit
you're
hard.
Yeah.
Music is a little bit trickier than
Well, no, it's
yeah.
the same thing with if you're good with cameras and you're good to make yourself look good, it's easy.
Yeah.
But to do it a whole night, you can make yourself look
Yeah.
amazing as a wedding planner.
Yeah.
But if you're tired after 2 hours because it's a fucking
Yeah.
12-hour day and
more,
you're
more than
miserable
12 hours.
and
Yeah.
you're messing up, you're not really a good wedding planner. I don't
I
care how
agree,
good
yeah.
you look in the first hour.
I agree.
Yeah.
So,
you take a quick look social media,
Look at
and then you
yeah.
have a phone call, not a phone call, but you
a
meet the person.
consultation
Yeah,
or
exactly.
whatever.
You meet the
yeah.
person, and you can tell by their confidence
Right
and
away.
just how they talk about
Yeah.
an event, a venue. You can tell and get a
Yeah.
vibe,
That's true.
and you'll tell if it matches. You
Yeah,
can tell if
it's true.
someone's not lying, but if they're putting up a front with
You'll
through their
know.
social media pictures,
Yeah,
that's
of
not
course.
actual. You'll know it.
I
You'll
always
feel
say
it.
look at everything, and if you feel confident, have a call.
Yeah.
No,
Just-
you need.
yeah,
To
you
me,
need a call,
need
yeah.
to speak to everyone.
Yeah.
I need to
You
know
need,
how
yeah.
how confident this person is, how he talks about.
Yeah,
those
that's
pictures.
what I always do. Let's say someone reached out to me, we have a little chit chat online, and then I'm like, hey, let's schedule a phone call.
Yeah.
And then I know if they're serious too, if my potential.
Yes,
yeah,
when they speak
it's
to
vice
you.
versa too.
Absolutely.
Because it happened many times that it was, not the right vibe on the phone call, or something was off, and I'm like, I feel not, I don't feel good about this potential situation. So not only does it help you, but it helps the vendor to see if you're the right
yeah.
fit.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. That's how I see it. It goes both ways for both parties. Because let's say if you're fit for one, not fit for other, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes absolute sense. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That was a good one.
that was
eh?
also
That was a
another
good one.
good
Yeah,
one.
I was gonna say back to back.
Back-to-back
No, but
goodness.
it's good because we don't think of certain things
Yeah,
like
that's very
burning
true.
out before. It's a thing.
It is. It does happen.
I'm burnt out every day. Imagine that. I feel burnt.
Burnt.
Burnt. All kinds of sizzle.
Okay then, Chimers. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
That was good. Thanks so much for
Thank you
tuning
for
in.
chiming in.
Yes, chime,
Yes,
chime.
Chime.
Chimmery. Okay.
Bye.
What do you buy? We have to say bye.
Okay, go.
Bye.